Representative Peter King, who sits on the Homeland Security Committee, has suggested that this is not a job for the CIA, this is not a job for the FBI, that only the military should be investigating this quadruple murder because he likens it to an act of war. Is that going too far?
No, I think the military should be first and foremost, but I would also agree the CIA and the FBI can help. I've seen the FBI active overseas make a big difference in a number of investigations, but principally the military should be doing it, and we should have had people there to protect during the attack. Coming in after the attack is much, much harder.
Let me ask you this as well. Senator John McCain, who has been Ambassador Susan Rice's harshest critic in how the information was disseminated after the attack on our mission in Benghazi, he has now suggested that he would like to make a move to get onto your committee. And I think most people understand why. He'd like to have a really good crack at those confirmation hearings and making it a very difficult go for Ambassador Rice. What do you make of that?
Well, I don't know that that's his motivation. John is a senior member of the Republican Conference in the United States Senate, a decorated war hero. He would make a great contribution to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee.
A great contribution, but do you also think he could politicize this even further, as some of the critics have said?
John's a man of great character. I saw his criticism of Susan Rice. I had some criticism myself. He was asking questions that needed to be asked. As we get answers, that'll solve those problems.
Let me ask you one other thing when it comes to the mode of investigation that our government is now employing. I said it off the top of this introduction to you that the FBI has now taken to Facebook and Twitter. Look, you can say what you want about that being an investigative technique, but Facebook and Twitter were widely credited for the Arab Spring uprisings all across the Arab world. So you can't make light that that is a pretty powerful tool. It may just sound like we're kind of at wit's end. I'm not going to suggest that you can give me, information that's classified, but do you have a good sense at least that they're getting momentum with the tools they can use, that they're making some headway in their investigation in Libya?
Well, I understand from Senator Kerry we are going to have a report on the Accountability Review Board before the end of this year. That's in the next 3 weeks. They must be making some progress. I have been allowed to review some, but not all of the documents between the Secretary of State and Chris Stevens. I have seen some of the communiques. I've seen the requests for security. What I haven't seen are the responses that they got or why they didn't get a response and get the security they needed. We are getting some of the answers. We need all of the answers, and we need it sooner rather than later.
Senator,